Hello everyone, myself Kunjal Mehta from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology, Ahmedabad. Today we will start the chapter AC analysis of BJT circuits and small signal amplifiers of basic electronics subject. Now dear students, what is BJT? That we have already studied bipolar junction transistor. We know the application of bipolar junction transistor. Which are the application of transistor? Transistor used as a switch and transistor used as an amplifier. So before drawing any of the small signal amplifiers or AC analysis circuits, we need to understand the definition of amplification. So let's start with the amplification of any signal. What is the definition of amplification? It is the process of adding strength to input signal or magnifying the input signal. Okay, listen carefully. It is the process of adding strength to input signal or magnifying the input signal without changing its shape is known as amplification. For this process, we require to design one circuit, and that electronic circuit which amplifies a small input signal is known as amplifier. So let's start with the amplifier block diagram. This is one block amplifier in the given circuit. AV denotes voltage gain. Input source voltage is applied by Vs, that is source voltage. There are two resistances, one source resistance input side and one load resistance that is connected at output side. These two quantities are currents, input current II and this is output current IO. Now actually we will have to design one amplifier circuit in this block amplifier. So it will have internal resistances, one input resistance Ri and another circuit output resistance that is denoted by Ro. Okay. Plus VDC, that is the plus VCC battery, any of the DC voltage supply, external supply, and this is ground. So dear students, we can understand this block diagram as an amplifier and its main characteristic which is described by AI, AV, AP, RI, RO, II, IO. These are the important parameters. So let's start. What is the gain? Gain, that means output quantity upon input quantity. So these are the formulas of current gain, voltage gain, power gain. Current gain is equal to IO upon II. It is the ratio of output current to the input current. Similarly, voltage gain is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage. And like that, what is power gain? It is equal to the ratio of output power to the input power. Okay, so we should be capable to write down the definition from these formulas directly. Okay, before starting amplifier circuits or small signal amplifier AC analysis, we need to understand load line. In previous chapter of bipolar junction transistor, we have already studied that every amplifier has two equivalent circuits. One DC equivalent circuit, two AC equivalent circuit. So according to that, we will have to draw the two load lines. Actually, we need to understand the concept only. Two DC load line and AC load line. So for basic concept, I have drawn here the AC load line. We have already done the DC load line. What is the DC load line? For any of the bipolar junction transistor, the straight line connecting the cutoff and saturation point is known as DC load line. I have mentioned here in the graph. This is the simplest circuit diagram for explaining the concept of AC load line. So this is the BJT NPN transistor. This is collector resistance RC plus VCC battery external supply is applied through RC to the collector. 1 RL load resistance is connected through coupling capacitor CC. And we are collecting the output VO from these two terminals as shown in this given figure. Now let us discuss this graph for understanding the concept of AC load line. We already know the output characteristic of transistor. It is the graph of VCE versus IC. X-axis is VCE and Y-axis is IC in milliampere. When current is assumed to be 0, we are getting this cutoff point VCE equal to VCC. Look at this. And similarly, when we are considering the VCE equal to 0, at that time we are getting the saturation point, that is IC maximum. We have discussed this already in detail. So we will get the IC equal to VCC by RC. Connecting the line, straight line, VCC to VCC by RC, 2 points. One cutoff point, this, and another second point is saturation point, is known as DC load line. The slope of DC load line is equal to -1 by RC. This green line indicates the AC load line, and this AC load line drawn from this circuit. This circuit is helpful to draw the AC load line because this is the parallel combination of RC and RL. So we have the AC load line and the slope of AC load line is equal to -1 by RC parallel RL. Dear students, we all know that the parallel combination RC parallel RL, if you will calculate individually RC parallel RL, which is always less than RC. But we are writing it is in denominator. So we can say that the slope will be high of AC load line and slope will be less for DC load line. This is the comparison between AC load line and DC load line. Another comparison point, that is AC load line is used as an amplifier and DC load line is used for biasing circuits. Like which are the biasing circuits? Voltage divider biasing circuit, fixed bias circuit, collector to base bias circuit. At that time we will use the concept of DC load line. But in this chapter, when we want to do any AC analysis or assumed model of small signal amplifier, at that time we need to understand the concept of AC load line. So dear students, again I am repeating, we have studied the two main points. First of all, what is the amplification, and then what is the AC load line, how it differs from the DC load line. Okay, in terms of slope and in terms of application. Now let us start with the basics of transistor approximation. Transistor approximation model. Now I would like to come to the point of small signal amplifier. Whenever it is asked to draw the models of BJT circuits, AC models, then it is nothing but the assumed models in shape of T and in shape of pi model. Okay, so those two models are known as T model and pi model. So before drawing AC model, it is very necessary to understand the transistor approximation. What is the actual approximation of the transistor? So I have mentioned by this equivalent circuit of transistor by inverted pi. So look at this. This is NPN BJT bipolar junction transistor. This is base. This is collector. This is emitter. The voltage drop between base and emitter, that is denoted by VBE. And this is the output current, that is IC. Okay. Input loop. This is output loop. See again, this is input loop and this is output loop. Now this circuit will be equivalent to this model. It is drawn equivalent circuit by this inverted pi model. This is input side, this is output side. Always remember, input circuit behaves like a diode. Drop, that is VBE. For silicon, we can assume practically it is 0.7, right? And output is constant current source. Now, dear students, remind the characteristic of common emitter transistor. The output characteristic of common emitter transistor, we will have the almost constant output current in characteristic. Initially, IC increases and then we will get the constant output current as per the output characteristic of CE configuration. So we can easily correlate with CE configuration output characteristic that IC will be current source. So input side I have drawn diode and output side I have drawn current source IC, and we all know what is the IC. IC is equal to beta IB. So this is the equivalent circuit of transistor or assumption model in shape of pi or inverted pi. Now in equivalent circuit we never draw the diode directly. We know there is a VBE 0.7 voltage if it is silicon and its internal resistance is denoted by Re dash. So we will draw over here beta Re dash in place of diode when we are drawing actually small signal amplifier AC models. Okay. So students, it is very necessary to understand this fundamental of transistor approximation. Keep in your mind ki actual what is the transistor, and that transistor is nothing but input side it behaves like a diode and output side it behaves like a constant current source. So we can draw the equivalent circuit like this. So let's come to the point. Transistor models, pi model, T model. Another name that is Ebers-Moll model. What is the T model? See, this is the NPN transistor, base, emitter and collector. Equivalent assumed AC model in shape of T. Can you see this is the T shape? This is the vertical line and this is the horizontal line. So this is the T model. In that one, I have just rearranged this assumption and approximation of the transistor in shape of T. IC, constant current source, and here I have connected Re dash. Base, collector, emitter are mentioned like this. What is Re dash? That is actually internal resistance of the diode at room temperature. Okay, at room temperature, what is the Re dash internal resistance of the diode? The typical value at room temperature of emitter voltage is equal to 25 millivolt. In some of the reference book it is given by the 26 millivolt. It is okay. We can write down here that 25 millivolt by IE. This is the standard formula of Re dash. Now let's draw the pi model of BJT. This is NPN. As we all know that there are three terminals, emitter, base and collector. Always collector is the largest region. This is the revision of BJT, but this is the DC symbolic construction of BJT. And this is AC T model and this is the AC pi model. So let's draw the pi model. Again, this is the inverted pi. You can assume this is the inverted pi. In these two branches of pi, this is input side and this is output side. As per the transistor approximation that I have explained already, that diode behaves like a beta Re dash, or input behaves like a diode and output behaves like a constant current source. So this is nothing but the beta Re dash branch, and this is the constant current branch. So this is the very simple and basic of two model introduction, T model and pi model introduction. So before starting any of the AC model of amplifiers, we will have to understand two definitions, CC and CE. CC, that is coupling capacitor, and CE, that is bypass capacitor. Coupling capacitor are used to provide AC coupling and DC isolation between stages of amplifier. It is just used for coupling the input signal and collecting the output signal. The coupling capacitors prevent the source and load from affecting the DC biasing of transistor. It blocks DC and noise. Okay, actually we need to amplify AC signal. So here the coupling capacitor used to block DC and noise. That is our purpose. Now what is bypass capacitor? Bypass capacitor, that is CE, denoted by CE. It is always connected in parallel with RE. We know the function of capacitor. It is used as a filter. It is connected in CE amplifier parallel with RE, as I said. If the voltage swings too much, the circuit may operate incorrectly. The function of bypass capacitor is to short AC signal or noise to the ground and to provide a much cleaner and pure DC signal. Thus, the bypass capacitor function is the filtering out the AC. Generally in AC model, the capacitor works like this. For DC, it behaves like open switch, and for AC, it behaves like a short circuit. Okay. In next lecture, we will discuss the common ammeter amplifier, T model and pi model. These are the just basic introduction of T model and pi model through the shapes only, and main parameters that I have discussed, Re dash, beta Re dash, AC load line, DC load line. Okay. So we will continue with the AC analysis and small signal amplifier with main circuit diagram of DC equivalent circuit and AC equivalent circuit of C amplifier in next lecture. Thank you.